So we're here at the Deming logging camp for the Fourth Corner Elites Car Show. It's Saturday and people are showing up to put their cars in their position to win trophies. Hey! And there's another one coming over behind them. We expect a lot of people here today. It's a beautiful day. So here at the car show, at the Deming logging camp, there is all kinds of vehicles. Electric powered vehicles, gas powered, diesel powered, more. You got a nice car here.
I appreciate it, Leo.
How long have you had it?
I've had it 6 years.
And what is it?
It's a 1987 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme 442, and it's all original.
Now, why did you pick an Oldsmobile?
I've always liked these cars. I remember I was working for my dad's company in 1998, and we owned a towing and wrecker service, and we were kind of on the south side of Chicago, and these were pretty popular cars in 1998 in the south side of Chicago. But my dad always said I could never get one because it'd probably get stolen. And so then I waited, another 14 years. But I had always liked it, and so I decided to get myself one. And it just so happened, when I was going to buy the car, I thought I was going to go look at a silver Cutlass Supreme, and when we walked into the guy's garage, it was a 442, and I didn't even think about a 442, and I said, wow, I really like that one. And so, yeah, the deal was done.
And it's a nice paint job, black, a little bit of brown, and some silver. That looks really sharp.
Some silver, yeah, that's the factory paint. And in fact, it's got a little bit of texture on the silver, and that was how they were out of the factory. And that's to prevent rock chips, or maybe let them blend in a little bit better. I'm not sure. All original, bought it from the original owner, so I'm the second owner.
I'll be darned. Now tell us about the club. You're the treasurer of the Fourth Corner Elites Car Club here in Bellingham. What are your duties?
So I've been the treasurer for 4 years. So my duty is to manage the money. We have 4 shows a year where we bring in revenue, and then we have of course expenses as well. And so I manage the ins and outs, transactions with the money. And then so I maintain 2 accounts. We've got our regular and then our charity, and we donate to charity every Christmas season. And so we have to manage throughout the 4 shows. A certain percentage goes to charity and so forth. So yeah, just keeping the books straight.
Now the Christmas run, the Christmas Santa Claus run is really important because that's what we're all about, isn't it?
That's right. That's what we're about. So the Whatcom County Sheriff's Association has the Project Santa Claus, which allows underprivileged children to receive Christmas gifts at the holidays. And so we're a big donor to that organization every year.
Well, it's an important thing because a lot of kids need Christmases. They really do.
They do. And it's unfortunate. You know, kids, I mean, that's Santa Claus and Christmas, that's what they want. And sometimes parents throughout, situations or decisions, whatever, aren't able to provide that to them. And, kids don't know, they don't understand poor and rich and this and that. They just look forward to Santa Claus and maybe a special gift. So it's a good thing that we do. I'm happy to be a part of it.
We all are. Thank you so much, Tom.
Yeah, thanks, Leo.
And there comes a Canadian Woody station wagon.
Damn.
And here's people registering for the car show today in Deming for the Fourth Corner Elite Car Club from Bellingham. And there's Babs. Have a lot of shirts for you. Come on over.
I like it.
Cody, you got a nice car here. So we're discussing the noise that your engine makes. What kind of engine do you have in it?
It's a Nissan Chrysler straight 6 3.2 liter diesel. It was a dealer conversion option you could buy at the dealership. So I haven't seen very many of them. But
No, we're pretty happy about it. To hear the sound, that's great. Well, I'm going to film you when you drive away because I want to hear the sound. Thanks, Dakota.
Yep, thank you.
We're talking to Brian about his truck, his motorcycle, and his trailer. How did you get this all started? How did it come about? What came first?
What came first was the trailer.
Uh-huh.
I bought the trailer about, I don't know, I'd say about 14 years ago, and it was a custom built trailer by some guys in Seattle. They only ended up building 3 of them, but it's kind of unique. It's on air ride, and all of the camping portion of it, the bed and the galley and everything, fold back in storing compartments, and it trailers the motorcycle down the center. And I owned it for about 10 years, sold it to a buddy, and then ended up buying the truck. And it was always the dream to tow that behind something like this, so I went back to him and stole it back from him, so I could tow the 2 together.
So Brian, it's called the Hardtail Garage. It's on the side of the truck. How'd you think that up?
It's, a couple buddies and I just started doing some builds, the bike being one of them. We did a couple of other motorcycles and a couple of other rigs. We did the truck, and then he has a Volvo C303 Swedish military vehicle. So we just kind of got into it. We all have day jobs, but we do builds on the side. And since I ride a hardtail, my wife's friend came up with a logo for us, and it just kind of came into being.
Do you have any T-shirts made up or anything? Any hats? You should.
I have one T-shirt made that my wife made for me. I need to make some more of them because, yeah, it's kind of fun.
Brian, you got a beautiful truck bed. It's kind of funny to say a beautiful truck bed, but it is. What does it consist of? Is it a fuel tanks in there?
Yeah, it's a fuel tank relocation under the bed, and the 5-gallon air tank, and all of the air solenoids, and the leveling, all the leveling electronics. It has ride height sensors on all 4 wheels, so as you drive it constantly monitors it and keeps it at the right ride height, which is good because it's my daily driver. And once you align it, especially in the front, if it changes at all, your alignment is then completely out. So
beautiful wheels too.
Yeah, Detroit steel wheels.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Wow.
You tell them your bolt pattern and your offset. They weld them up and send them to you, and they're great company to work with, and the wheels are just phenomenal. Really stout.
What about the engine? Tell us about the engine. It's pretty amazing when you look in there.
I wanted something modern for daily driving, so it's actually an LM7. It has the plastics for the 6-liter, but it's actually only the 5.3 liter, and it's a 4L60E transmission. So basically the drivetrain out of an 06 Silverado. So it gives me reliability and plenty of power and good towing.
What about the paint job? I love the paint job. It's got style. It's sort of like a rat rod a little bit, but it's got some clean lines to it.
Yeah, it's I kind of call it a little bit of a pristine rat rod. I didn't want to have to worry about the paint if it got a ding or a scratch or a dent in it because I'm daily driving it, and so this kind of works. If it gets a chip or a ding, it just adds to the character.
Now, when you stop at a gas station, does everybody run over and talk to you?
Yes, everybody tells me about their uncle or their grandfather that used to have one of these when they were a kid.
That's great.
But it's fun, I love it, and I love talking about it, so it works out well for me.
And people around here told me that you won awards recently. You were at a truck show a couple weeks ago or a month ago?
Yeah, did the truck show out in Birch Bay and got one of their cool little handmade trophies, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I've taken the truck and the bike to a lot of shows, and the bike's won some best in class down in Pendleton, Oregon, and the Rust and Shine down in Chehalis, and so good times.
Well, thank you, Brian.
You bet. Good talking to you.
Here's a 35 Ford pickup from Victoria, BC, Canada. Real nice paint job. And here's the back of the 35 Ford. And guess what? It's not pink. It's right there. So Gary, you're wiping your car down. It's raining a little bit here, but it's all right, huh? Car's waterproof, right?
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's going to get wet when you wash it anyway, so.
Yeah. So what year is it?
55.
How long have you had it?
about 6 years now.
What made you buy a 55 Nomad?
Well, when I was 12 years old, my dad brought home a 56 and to test drive it, but it didn't have enough doors on it, so Mom didn't want it. He took it back and got a 58 Buick with lots of doors on it. So.
But you love the car, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Now, when I see a Nomad, I think of surfers. Are you a surfer?
No, but I'm looking for a mahogany surfboard for the back. I thought it'd be kind of nice to open the back window and just lay it in there.
That'd be a great idea.
Yeah.
Ah.
I'd like to do that. So if you know anybody's got one, well, you have them look me up.
Now, what kind of engine? What size engine does it have?
383 stroker.
Have you done a lot of work yourself on it?
Everything.
It's a beautiful engine. I mean, I love the car, but the engine is stunning.
The I didn't do the machine work on the engine or the upholstery, but I did the body and paint and assembled everything and did part of the interior work. So
Nice white interior. Now, it's got a nice top, nice white top, but the color here, is it a burgundy or is it a root beer or what is it?
it's actually an Alfa Romeo color. I'm not sure of the year.
Uh-huh.
It looks a little better when the sun comes out. But it was a stock Alfa Romeo burgundy.
Is that what it is? Wow. It looks sharp.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Do you have any future plans for it besides the mahogany surfboard?
Not really. I might update the motor a little bit. Maybe get a few more horses out of it.
And we're talking about the carburation and maybe going to fuel injection.
That's what I'm looking at. Fuel injection. Yeah.
How much do you think it would cost?
Well, with the motor swap and everything, it'd probably be around 7.
Wow.
That's kind of why I'm holding off.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of money. Now, is it bagged?
Off my car. Give me the keys.
Here, I'll give you the towel. I'll throw the towel in for you.
Is it bagged or does it have hydraulics?
No, that's I lowered it. There's no airbags.
That's the rake of it.
That's
okay.
the way it sits. It's too low actually. It's a problem. You can't get over speed bumps. I pancaked
Sweet looking ass.
I pancaked the oil pan down at that casino car show.
Have you?
In Skagit. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
broke the pan.
Ow.
But it's too low.
Uh-huh.
I like the looks, but not the problems that it causes.
Well, Gary's a sharp looking car, and if I hear anybody that has a mahogany surfboard, I'll give you a holler.
Okay, appreciate it. Yeah.